Hey loves, welcome back. So I know that it's been a while since our last visit with each other, and most of you who have been following me for some time know that we were in the process of coming back to our home state. So we've been here for a little over 3 weeks, almost 4 weeks now, and life has been crazy. My husband left, and yeah, life has just been a little bit busy and all of the things. So I've kept myself busy most definitely, and I've continued to keep planning, although my system has shifted a little bit. I was using the Moleskine very heavily. And then I started using my Happy Planner religiously. So I've dropped it down to like a one planner system as of right now. For those of you who may be wondering and questioning, for those who've watched some of my older videos and have joined based off of the plum planner inserts and all of that stuff, I ruined my plum planner and all of the inserts that I had created for the second half leading into 2024. I ruined them, and so to make up for that, I've been using this Happy Planner that I kind of purchased last minute and threw together to mimic what I already had with the plum planner. So if the lighting is bad, I do apologize for that. Also, I am trying to figure out the lighting here. This room is a little bit darker than what I'm used to. So yeah, I'm fighting the lighting issue, so I hope it's not too dark, but this is just a hello video and an update, and yeah, I'm working on trying to get the lighting situation a little bit better for these videos. So without further ado, let's go ahead and jump in and see what I've been up to for the last 2 months. So, like I said, I've been using the Happy Planner. This is the classic Happy Planner, and this particular layout is the checklist layout, although I did purchase the undated dashboard layout for the Happy Planner, and also I was given some inserts from Jane's Agenda, in which I've also been using in conjunction with the original layouts that are in here. So I've had a lot of time to get used to navigating through the Happy Planner. For the bulk of it, you guys know that I always said that I was not a Happy Planner fan due to the fact that they overly decorate all of their things. I like their accessories, but I wasn't really thrilled with their like inserts and things like that. So I found the most neutralist layout that I could find, and that's what I've been kind of using. So I just want to show you guys what I've been doing. So we'll do a flip. So this was the month of August. I'll zoom you in a little bit more. I don't know what it's looking like. You guys will tell me if it's too dark. Maybe I can do some tricks to kind of lighten up this video, but this was the month of August, basic monthly. Since the month of August was the month in which we were packing to leave, this monthly checklist is all moving and packing based. So basically, I have a monthly master to-do list, and I make that to-do list based off of the needs of the month. And then on the inside, I originally had this laid out to be like a notes, but ended up doing like a mini reflections in this area. On the back of it was my YouTube projects and Instagram, all of the social media type things that I take care of. I did not get a lot of what I set out to get done, so this is not a set in stone schedule. It's just ideas for the month, like things that I could film for or within that month. But however, because it was already such a busy month, I didn't even get anywhere near half of those videos. So This is the first week of August, and this is the dashboard layout. This is the undated dashboard layout. And I kind of touched briefly on this, like how I use the dashboard layout, how I basically was mapping out like our meals for the week and then like our regular task and appointments. And then I would have a weekly task list, writing in any importance and looking ahead. And this free space down here I use kind of as a whatever kind of space. So this is what August second week looked like. And then the third week of August, I like to add in these little half sheets. These are the mini happy planner filler papers, and I like to use them to kind of give myself like a Dutch door sort of an ordeal, so that way I have an extra space to map out anything in the event that the space allotted for me does not have a space for me to do extra stuff. So on this, I like to map out different notes, maybe priorities, maybe a shopping list, and what have you. And yeah, third week of this is the third week of August. I started taping in a weekly habit list or routines. This was because in the Plum Planner, I had a space which gave me a habit tracker, and I could track my habits for the week. And because the Happy Planner, did I say Happy Planner? The Plum Planner had a tracker. The Happy Planner did not have a tracker in which I could do so. So I printed these out, and I just taped them in. They're supposed to be sticky note templates, but I literally just printed out on regular paper and cut them down to size and taped them in and used them as such. In this particular week, I was also tracking my blood pressure because it was high, and I wanted to see if it went down because I didn't want to have to go in and get seen for anything medical, as we were very close to our leave date. And again, I continued to do the weekly routine. I found it extremely helpful to do so. And then I also had an appointment this last week of August. And then I also had a project sheet that I had been working on throughout the month of August. And this is where I mapped out all the moving projects that I had. So like all the tasks related to our move, getting a storage unit, packing rooms, cleaning things, all of that went into this double-sided project sheet, which is also from the Happy Planner. So I just want to briefly mention that like I said, a lot of times I'm not really thrilled about the Happy Planner inserts. However, I do like the mini Happy Planner to go in between. I was using them, I had started to use them within my Plum Planner, so I really do like the little projects and the habit tracker sheets, like those type of things I find useful. Okay, so let's jump into September. Now, September was the actual month in which the changes to our routines actually took place. And so I want to show you guys what has transpired for the month of September. So for the month of September, I did show you guys that I had tipped in this habit tracker. I got this from Day Designer off of their site. I sized it down. It is originally an 8.5 by 11. And this is where I have been tracking some general things that I wanted to kind of do this month, like journaling, reading a book, drinking water, whether or not I spent money, just medications, just some things that I wanted to kind of pick back up that I had kind of slacked off in the last few months because we had so much stuff going on that I just kind of slacked off on a lot of the things that I really enjoyed. Also kept track of my mood this month. September is, or because we are currently still in September, but September was very sad month because, like I said, my husband left, and so yeah, I have not been away from my husband for this extent of time in such a long time ever, really. So I think 4 months was the longest, but yeah, it's not a happy moment. I put some stuff into this pocket here to basically use for this month, but it kind of just became like a junk folder because I didn't need any of the stuff in here. But I will show you what my intentions are for October. This is my September monthly master to-do list. And again, I just made a to-do list of things that I wanted to tackle for the month of September. So basically August was moving based, and this one was getting reacclimated into our routines, getting a routine, building new habits and all of that stuff. So a lot of this is geared towards that. On the inside, I'm just going to do a monthly reflections like I've done for the month of August. And on the back, these are my YouTube, Instagram, social media type things that I have not touched at all for this month because I just gave myself a break to focus on getting our lives back together, because me and my son, we are here while my husband is deployed. So yeah, just getting our life back together since we moved back to my home state for the time being. And then this month I decided to use or try out the checklist layout. So I had watched a lot of Natalie Wright's plans, and I was kind of getting some ideas from hers. And I don't know, I just, in the Plum Planner, this works so much better. Like this vertical style works a lot better for me because the sections are kind of broken up a little bit in the Plum Planner in a different layout, but it's relatively similar, if that makes sense. But then there's a habit tracker here in the Plum Planner, and then there's a box here for just general notes. So I'm not really used to this. Having the sidebar here throws me off a little bit, but I'll show you what I ended up doing with that in the weeks to come. But originally I was just kind of just plans all over the place. Like I was using this for to-do list, and this top section was notes, whatever. This bottom section was similar to the top section, and then I added some trackers here. It just, this first week was trial and error. This second week is when things makes a little bit more sense. So I was playing around with different ideas and trying to understand how this layout really works. And again, I was watching a lot of Natalie Wright's plans and some other people who also use Happy Planner, which there aren't many functional, I'm going to do this, functional Happy Planner videos, because mostly all the ones when you type in functional, they show them heavily decorated, and mainly everyone is decorating, and it's not just pen to paper. And what I really wanted to see is just like how we're using it with pen and stuff like, you know, sticky notes and things like that. But nonetheless, I ended up making this top section my appointments and reminders, and the middle section continued to be my to-do list, and then this bottom section became my notes. And then any extended notes went over here on the side, and I put the dates on them. So over here it just says Tuesday 9/12, and then I had all the notes for that day, and then Wednesday 9/13 notes for that day, and so on. And then of course I used sticky notes. These are printable sticky notes, functional sticky notes for shopping lists, weekly habit tracker to keep track of some habits and routines that we are working on. And I continued with that for the rest of this month. So reminders and appointments up top, and to-do list, and then the notes down at the bottom. And I did put in things to help with planning on this vertical spread. So shopping lists, what our AM and PM routines look like for this week as they've been changing, and also our weekly routines and habits. this is this current week, and as you can see, I just keep doing the same thing. I did the same bottom layout. Our routines is what we're working on. And then weekly habit tracker, things that I'm trying to track, and then shopping lists for anything that we need to get. So this is what I've been doing, and I've loved using this, but I was craving something a little different again from this checklist layout, because as much as I really enjoy, and I know this is weird for me because I did not enjoy the Happy Planner the first time using it, but what I really enjoy is having these boxes like this, because it's relative to the Plum Planner, but I like the way that this is split up better than the Plum Planner. Just a little bit, not much, but a little bit, because I could make this. I think that if this checklist area was not there, I could do something very different with that, but this is the checklist layout, and so I just use it as a general checklist. I'm pretty sure I can like cover it up and do whatever, but I just use it as like a checklist, and this also helped take away from having to use like an actual daily page. So I liked it. Now for the added inserts that I've been using this month. So like I mentioned, I got some inserts from Happy Mail, from Shane's Agenda, and I have the whole rest of this year and next year. So thank you to the lady who graciously offered to send them to me. I so appreciate you for that. These inserts have been a dream. So I was doing a lot of this in the Moleskine, which is your timed and then your to do. I was already doing this in the Moleskine, but these inserts kind of take away from needing to do that in the Moleskine, because you have your timed schedule from 7 a to 7 p, and then you have a box for early and then late. So what I've been using for those boxes is just like when I get up at 5 or 6 a.m., I'm writing like just my routine, and then that way I can save the actual space for other things that might be happening within those hours. And then if the day goes past 7, then I add those things here. This is basically Monday through Friday for me, because I kind of give my son leeway on the weekends, and we still follow a routine, but it's kind of like not as strict. But Monday through Friday, we need to be on a routine because he still does his speech therapy. So he still has things going on. I still have things going on. And then I extend my to-do list from the checklist, because they don't give you a whole lot of space here, but I extend it here so I can elaborate more on my to-do list in this section. And then also have some notes here. And then I also write bigger, important things in red in the blank spaces up at the top of the page. But I have absolutely loved this this month, and it took away from needing to use a daily. Now the only thing that I'm not loving so much is that this Happy Planner is a 7x9, and it's huge. And I sometimes want to bring my planner with me so that I can see plans, and this takes up a big chunk of my bag. I could break this down for sure and just do like 1 month at a time or a quarter at a time, but I really just like having everything together, because what happens when I separate things, I end up losing things, or things get damaged, like what happened with my Plum Planner. So 2024 will look a whole lot different. A bit of a surprise and shocker, some will say, but I can't wait to share that with you guys. I've ordered a lot of things that I think will be very useful. Some of them pre-ordered, and I'm just waiting on some of that to come. But when I get everything, I will definitely do an update to that lineup for you. I didn't buy anything Hobonichi weeks, none of that. I didn't buy any of that. So I just wanted to clear that if that's what you're thinking. I didn't buy that. But I got some other stuff that I think will be fun to use this year. But anyway, this is the Jane's Agenda inserts, like I said, and this is what I've been using in conjunction to the Moleskine. This actually worked out so well because I was able to eliminate having to use both of these systems, the Moleskine and the Happy Planner, because everything that I needed was here. Now for October, I actually put in the Homesteader dashboard layout. I do have the undated one, but I went ahead and put in the dated one because I didn't want to sit here and redate. So it's not the black and white theme that I like, which is going through, and it does have let's see, it does have the florals on it, and it kind of throws off a little bit, but I think that it is okay for the month of October, as I'm intending to do a fall like theme anyway. But anyway, I stuck with the same thing. So I have my habit tracker here in which I'm going to fill out, and then I also have my half sheet here in which I'm also going to fill out. And I also added on the back a monthly habit tracker because this month I'm going to track my husband's deployment and also my weight progress. I'm going to be starting some workouts and things like that to kind of speed up the 6 months that we will be away from each other. And then because I went back to the dashboard layout and because I'm familiar with how this works, I was doing a lot of taping in habit trackers and things like that for this month. And so for October, because she also with the Jane's Agenda inserts gave me these little half sheets, which have your AM and PM routines there for the week. So I'm going to use these for the month of October and see how well they do for me, just to kind of break up from doing, you know, like this taping in stuff. But that is my plans. And then I also, like I said, the Jane's Agenda inserts just worked really well for eliminating having to use a daily. So I went ahead and put this back in. Now I do have daily pages in here, the undated daily pages. They're not timed or anything, but I do have them in here, and I'm not sure if I want to use them just yet. I also have some journaling that I've been doing in the back here as well. So I've been using my Happy Planner. This was the replacement investment to my Plum Planner that I ruined, and this has been working pretty well for the time that I've been in it. So we'll see if it continues to work beyond 2023 into 2024, because I did get the 18-month version. So I have the entire year of 2024 already, with some added additional things that I purchased that are not Happy Planner. But I wanted to share this with you all, give you some update into my planning life and what I've been doing within my planner. Hopefully you found it inspiring. I'll try to update you guys again in the coming weeks and days. And yeah, I thank you guys so much for watching and for coming back. Thank you to all of my new subscribers, and I will catch you guys in the next planner related video. Bye, loves.